Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home. Today I've got a pretty cool update to give you. We have been talking about projectors in my movie room. We've been talking about maybe doing some reviews of stuff like that. And I did manage to get in contact with a great company who wants me to use their brand new projector. Literally came out today. It was released today. I've been sitting on it for like a week and I haven't been able to talk about it. It's been driving me nuts. But I got it open today. I want to show you what it's all about, tell you about how I'm going to be using it, and I'm going to be having a full projector setup video and all that sort of stuff. But right now, just a quick unboxing. Let's show you what it's all about, show you what I'm working with, and talk about this really cool brand new 4K projector. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a little sneak preview of this logo here. And yes, I am working with Epson. So Epson just came out today with a brand new line of home theater projectors. This one is called the Home Cinema 5050 UB. So I've already unboxed it. I just couldn't wait. I took it out of the box. It came packaged really well. All kinds of protective gear, really thick styrofoam so that it didn't get banged around, which was great. All right, guys, so here she is, the Epson 5050 UB. It's a little hard to tell how big this is, but I'll put my hand down for scale. It is a beast of a projector, to be expected with 4K and all the new technology. Eventually in time, these will probably come down in size, but, right now to get this picture and to have the really big lens and all the different technology that goes inside of this thing, it's pretty hefty. So it weighs, I'd have to double check exactly what it weighs. I want to say the box was like 32 pounds. So, it's up there. It weighs a good, I'd say close to 30 pounds. It's got some good weight to it, but it's solid. It's built really solidly. One of the nice things is you can take a look at this lens. I'm going to be very careful as I open this up. There's a 2.1 optical zoom lens, and this is a Japanese made lens, really well done. And it also has a really cool new technology called the lens shift. And so that's going to be huge for me because, as you know, my room is not very big. If we were going to look here, I'm going to be putting a projector here, displaying on this screen, and I'm going to be going 92 inches. So we had talked about going 120. I talked to a representative from Elite Screens. They're going to be providing me with a 92-inch motorized pull-down screen so that I can hide it when I'm not using it and potentially put some more shelving here, which is really cool. So as you can see here, we're working with, from this, basically from this flat is where I'm going to put it, and it's going across on this wall. This total distance here is about 7 feet, but that's what the cool thing is with this projector is even though it's this huge projector with this massive lens, because of the lens shifting technology that it has, I'm going to be able to use that without any issues. And so it basically has a 3-axis motorized lens. This lens is motorized for adjustments, obviously, right? You take a projector, you put it upside down, and then you have to angle the lens to shoot downwards onto your screen. But the cool thing with the Epson here is that they have you can shift the lens 96% up or down and 47% left or right. So you can go crazy with the zoom and the focus and then shift the lens. And so even if you're really close, it's not a short throw projector, but I was told by Epson that even at 7 feet, I could go up to a 120-inch screen easily. Now that's unheard of for most projectors. You can't go that big with only a 7-foot throw, but with this Epson and the way that this lens can shift up and down, almost a full 100%. It's crazy that they can do that, but it's a really nice lens, and that's really why we went with this version for this room, because of that ability. So I wanted to point that out. If you do have a smaller room like I do, you can still get a really nice projector because of this motorized lens that they have, which is new to this feature on the 5050 UB. You're not going to get that on other projectors. Now flipping this around and coming around the back side of it, you can see all the inputs. So we've got a couple HDMI slots. You've got a PC slot. You've got a LAN cable, USB. Basically, you only have 2 HDMIs, but I have a feeling I'm not going to need more than that, to be honest. Like, I just watch movies in here. And so even if you did have a cable box, which I don't in this room, you know, put a cable box in one, put the Xbox in the other, you'd be all set. Nothing really to worry about. Unless you had maybe a Blu-ray player, and then you'd want to maybe get an HDMI splitter or something. But for what I needed, I only needed 2 HDMI cables. The other cool thing is that this does have what they're calling 3 LCD. Sorry, you can't really see that in the light, but 3 LCD technology. And so the 3 LCD technology, what that is it basically, you've got your red, green, blue, right? Your RGB colors. A lot of projectors have one LCD that'll handle all 3 of those. And what Epson has is they have a dedicated LCD for each one of those colors. So you're getting a really crisp, bright color. It's one of the things that really turned me on to their projector because I'm watching movies. I want that really bright, crisp color. And it is HDR compatible as well as 3D compatible and 4K compatible. So this is exactly what I needed. I can watch a 3D movie. I can watch a 4K movie. I can watch a movie with HDR. And the Epson 5050 UB has some really great HDR from all the test demos I've seen. So I'm really excited to check that out for myself. Now on the side of the projector here, this is where you have your power button, your source button, then your sort of adjustment menu. You can play with the lens, all kinds of stuff. That just pops right up and closes when it's not in use. And then you've got your lights here, your status light, lamp, temperature, all that good stuff. And as we flip it over real quick, this is where you would mount it if you're going to ceiling mount it, which I will be doing. So you'll be using these holes here on the back to mount it onto a ceiling upside down so that you get that full picture that you need on the ceiling mount. And so I'm really excited about this. Some of the cool things that I haven't talked about with this, it's definitely going to be better for HDR. It's going to have really great black levels, which is something I'm really concerned about. It's why I get a QLED 4K TV. And so the 4K TV I have now, this Samsung QLED, that's going to be heading downstairs into a living room. I do have a Blu-ray player down there, so I will still be watching movies on it. It's great for Blu-ray. It's great at up converting stuff. But I'm really excited to go with the Epson in this room and get onto that 92-inch screen. In a room this size, the 92-inch screen is going to be huge. It's going to feel, you know, like a 120-inch, 150-inch screen would in a bigger room because of the distance between my seats and where the screen is. I've got about 10 to 11 feet between where my head is and the screen. And so 92 inches is sort of what we settled on. That's kind of the sweet spot. So yeah, guys, just a quick unboxing of that. Like I said, I still need to get a ceiling mount. I still need to get the screen in from Elite Screens. That'll be coming down in the next couple of days. I've talked to them. Great team over there at Elite Screens. They really helped me out. They're going to get me a very nice Cinegray 5D technology screen. Has a motorized pull down with the remote. I hit the remote, screen comes down. I hit the remote, screen goes back up. You never know it was there, which is really going to let me have more space in this room for movies, which is I'm already running out of, which is crazy. And so this TV is going to be retired. Downstairs, out of the movie room. It served me well. It did a good 2 years of service. Absolutely love this TV. So I'm going to use it in the living room. It's going to look great for anything on cable, Blu-rays that I want to watch downstairs on the couch. You know, if I'm just hanging out, TV shows, Netflix, Hulu, all that sort of stuff, and live sports is going to look incredible. But I'm really excited for the new projector screen to go right here, hanging from the ceiling. It'll come down right here. It'll look really great. And I'm really excited to get this bad boy set up and hung on the ceiling. Couple quick things that I should note, though, before we close out of this review. So this is what they call a Pro UHD 4K projector. So it's not a true 4K projector. Now, before you go crazy and say, well, you review 4K content, the biggest thing with 4K for me personally anyway, the upgrade has always been the HDR and, you know, the improved audio tracks because you can fit more space on a disc. You know, Blu-ray, sometimes you have to downscale the audio because you couldn't get an Atmos track on there. You always get that with 4K if it's available, but the HDR is the real selling point. And so the Epson projector is not true 4K, but what it does is it takes the 1080 picture and it shifts the pixels and in a split second. So your eye can't tell the difference between the 1080 with a shift and a 4K, true 4K presentation. And so I'm not too worried about that. I'll be interested to see how it feels, how it looks. But all intents and purposes, it is 4K picture. But the HDR and the black levels on this are what I'm really most excited about. And so if I just read off the spec sheet here, which is crazy how good some of this stuff is, but you're talking about the ultra black technology. That's a 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Real HDR curve adjustment for 16 steps of control. You can fine tune the HDR. Full 10-bit HDR. Capable of displaying 4K content at 2600 lumens. And so I was doing my research on the projectors, and JVC has a real true 4K projector. First of all, it is 5 times the cost of this one. Second of all, the lumens aren't there. It's not as bright. And so if you're in a room, unless you're completely blacked out, and even then, you're still going to get a little bit of a washed out picture because it's not as bright. If you look at some of the Sony true 4K projectors, that'll run you $10, $20, $25, $30,000. You're not going to get as many lumens in brightness as you will with this Epson, which you can get for $3,000, just under $3,000. I think it's $29.99, and you're getting the 4K picture. For all intents and purposes, it's 4K. Your eye cannot tell the difference. They have this new 4K shifting technology that looks great, and you get this excellent HDR in ultra black, which is just going to look incredible for movies. And so I personally don't have an issue with the resolution, because for me, the biggest upgrade in 4K has always been the better color, the better HDR, and the better black levels, and all that comes with that. And so this is going to be really cool to check out and really test my theory. Is it all about resolution, or is it all about color and HDR? We're going to find out. So like I said, really excited to get that all set up. That'll probably take me a few weeks. I've never done a projector before. I've never set one up. I've never mounted one on the ceiling. I haven't set a screen up. I haven't played with the zoom and the calibration and all that stuff. I got to learn all that on the fly here, but I'm going to figure it out. Thanks again to Epson for sending this out for the review and for my movie room. They've been hugely helpful as I've been looking to get into projectors, and they're going to be a great partner to have as I go through this new projector journey and start reviewing movies and talking about different types of projector screens and projector quality and all that stuff. They're going to be a great partner to have for that. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have a direct contact with them now, and I can find things out. And also thanks to Elite Screens. I'm excited to get that in and show you guys that. They're going to be a really great partner too for anyone who's looking for projection screens, motorized stuff, standalone, like fixed screens. They have everything. They have a really good selection. So I'm excited to check that out in combination with the Epson and really turn this room into that home theater that I've been just wanting to have for so long. It's getting real close, guys. It's coming soon. We're going to move that 55-inch TV downstairs, put it in the living room, and we're going to upgrade. We're going to double that screen size almost, go up to 92 inches, full 4K HDR projector. I already got the 7.2 surround sound with the, 7.1.2 with the Dolby Atmos speakers from SVS Sound. And so it's getting real in here. We're going to have a real home theater. We're going to be able to do some real reviews, and I'll share all that with you as we go. But again, I'm just really excited to show off this new projector today. Literally, the press release went out this morning. Nobody has seen this yet. They've been floating around a couple stores, like a couple home theater stores, I guess. But it's the type of thing you'd see at Magnolia and Best Buy. You're not going to see it at a Walmart or a Target. Like, this is a high-end projector. So I'm really excited to check it out. I'm really excited to be one of the first people online to do any sort of review and unboxing of this, and hopefully be one of the first people to really start testing this out. For all you home theater geeks out there like me, I can let you know all about it. So give me a few weeks to get this thing set up. I'm really excited about it, but it's coming soon, so stay tuned. Definitely subscribe, turn on those notifications so you know once I get this thing set up and we're ready to go. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's where you're going to find out more and more on the day-to-day basis. Obviously, I can't make a video every day, but I can post on Instagram every day. And so I try to do that and keep up with people on there. So thank you for watching this, guys. Hopefully, you're as excited as I am. And I'm really pumped. I'm really excited about this projector. Can't wait to see what it looks like in this room. So stay tuned for all that. And just thank you for watching. Thank you for continuing your support. And I'll talk to you guys next time.